can't censor public participation.
This man was silenced by the Rantoul School Board president during public comment at an open meeting. Now the Illinois Attorney General has ruled the school board broke the law. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. In October, a man was cut off by the board president while trying to talk about violence and the district's disciplinary policy. Months later, after an investigation, the Attorney General announced the school board violated the Open Meetings Act. WCIA3's Jennifer Jensen is live in our newsroom tonight. Jennifer, the board president addressed this at the meeting tonight.
Jessica, he did. He made a point to publicly apologize for what he did, but the investigation and the ruling came as a surprise to some of the other school board members. As you'll see in this story, some say they were left in the dark about the investigation and the ruling until tonight. What started with an interruption
He wanted to control what I was saying.
ended with a public apology from the Rantoul School Board President, Bill Sweat.
I should not have interrupted you and redirected your conversation. I should let you on and continue. So therefore, I offer you my apology for interrupting you.
He admitted his wrongdoing to Wendell Golston, a man who tried to speak during public comment at a school board meeting back in October. That night, he started by referencing a shooting that happened earlier that day involving two teenagers. Both the shooter and the victim used to go to Rantoul High School. So Wendell wanted to ask the school board to consider reviewing and improving the district's disciplinary policy to help students.
I wanted them to be aware of what was going on out in the community, how it's affecting everything.
Sweat interrupted him, stopping Golston from speaking, saying that his comment did not pertain to school business.
I felt that he was being unfair with not allowing me to speak openly about a topic that was dear to me, that is still dear to me. He was telling me that what I was saying is not what he wanted to hear.
Soon after, Golston sent a letter to the Attorney General's office about what happened. Just this week, the AG's office ruled that the school board violated the Open Meetings Act by restricting Golston's comments.
Honestly, I did not think it was a violation.
When Sweat apologized, it was met with shock from some of the other school board members.
I didn't know about the Attorney General stuff. I didn't have an idea.
November 4th, you were notified October 31st, and now we're hearing about it January 16th.
The Attorney General cited the entire board for the violation.
The board did not make a mistake. Bill Sweat made a mistake.
But that response wasn't good enough for some.
I'm part of this team. We should have been copied on your response.
That was the whole reason it was.
You should have copied us on your response.
So my bad, I didn't copy you on your response.
You're bad. So you are making a mockery of this boardroom.
During public comment, one person spoke up asking for the board president's resignation. Sweat responded saying he would not do that because he didn't feel his actions warranted it. In the newsroom, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, Jennifer, thank you. The Attorney General's office says, quote, the Open Meetings Act does not authorize the board president's interruption because it addressed the content of Mr. Golston's comments rather than a procedural matter. Plus, Golston's comments were not personal attacks, profane, or disruptive.